What a night it has been in the Champions League. Like different stories for the biggest teams in the Champions League today. Real Madrid absolutely dominated. Arsenal continued their 100% record at the beginning of this Champions League season. PSG somehow lost. Man City lost as well, which I spoke about earlier. And we've also seen Tottenham somehow beat Dortmund 2-0. But what a competition it's been. And it's setting things up for the final week next week where everybody's going to be playing at the same time and everything is on the line. But it's wonderful to see the Champions League back. First game this year, and honestly, like it's been fantastic. So I'm just going to start with Arsenal. Oh my goodness, Arsenal. I mean, Arsenal fans right now must be over the moon. 7 games, 7 wins. And they're not just winning like against random teams. They just beat Inter Milan at San Siro. Like let's be real, like San Siro is one of the biggest and most monumental places in football history. Like we all know what the San Siro is all about. So to go there and not just win, not even 1-0, not 2-0, 3-1, they were absolutely fantastic today. Like Arsenal are something else this season. Like you look at them and you have to just say that this is a team that is ready to win titles. They've gone many seasons without winning titles and everybody's laughing at them. I'm a Liverpool fan, so I will also admit that I've laughed at them as well. But you have to say that this could be the season that they're going to win something. I think if they don't win something this season, it's going to be a massive, massive disappointment. But I mean, it's a good win for them. Massive night. They are guaranteed to finish in the top two. Like they can't even finish below second. So already they've gotten their automatic qualification to the round of 16. Gyökeres came on and scored a brilliant goal. And I know that a lot of people have been saying things about Gyökeres and how he's not playing so well. But that goal, I mean, it shows you what he can do. Obviously, like you want that to be a bit more consistent if you're an Arsenal fan, but the simple truth is that's a fantastic finish, and you can now see that you can see what he's all about as a striker. Gyökeres, I believe he's going to come good for Arsenal. Maybe they just need to play a bit different, but like right now, who cares? And then Gabriel Jesus, wow, I've always been a fan of Gabriel Jesus. He has played for teams I don't like, but I look at him, I'm like, this guy is a proper footballer. Like this guy is so good, coming in and scoring 2 goals as well. Like brace for him. So he has 3 goals in 2 games in the Champions League. Like this is an elite striker when he's fit and when he's trusted as when he's trusted mostly. I think he's a fantastic striker and I'm really, really happy for him getting the 3-1 win today. Arsenal can go rest. In fact, they even have some players that got yellow cards and are suspended for the next game. Wink, wink. But we'll see how that happens and we'll see what goes on in the next few games. Raya was also fantastic. Arsenal top 8 for sure. But now let's talk about Real Madrid. You see, Real Madrid have been in the stories like for the past week. You know, we saw Xabi Alonso quit the job or be sacked, whatever. It was mutual consent apparently. But after then, there's just been so much drama. They brought in Alvaro Arbeloa, their former player, former Real Madrid player, former Liverpool player as well. And you have to say that he didn't start well, losing 3-2 to Albacete, a second division team. Like, that was not the right way to start. But then they came on this weekend. They won 2-0 against Levante, I believe. It was a good game for them, and you start to see how good they can be. But now, they have just destroyed Monaco 6-1. 6 goals to 1. It was a fantastic display from Vinicius. Vinicius 2 assists, 1 goal. Basically assisted an own goal as well. Mbappe 2 goals as well, scoring against his old team. Now he has 11 Champions League goals in 7 matches. Guys, I hope you guys remember that the record is set by Ronaldo. Now this is the only problem I have with the current Champions League format. I think it's going to undermine how good Ronaldo, Messi, and the other players in the past were in terms of getting a certain number of goals every season. Ronaldo had 17 goals. 17 goals in a 13-game Champions League season. And now you're guaranteed to play at least 8 games in the league phase. You have a round of 16. That's another 2. That's 10 games. Quarterfinal, 12. Semifinals, 14, and then the final, that's 15. And then if you end up doing the playoffs, that's an extra 2 games, so that's 17 games. So I think it's a lot easier to break that record now, but let's not forget how good Ronaldo was in terms of getting that record. But like I said, Mbappe is firing on all cylinders. 11 goals in 7 games. You have to say that that's fantastic. That's a fantastic record, and I'm really happy for him. playing his good football as usual. Madrid, it looks like they finally been able to turn the narrative around in terms of the negativity that's been coming towards them, and maybe giving the fans something to rejoice about and give them support for. So if you're a Madrid fan, fantastic result for you as well. But we have to talk about the holders, PSG. PSG just lost to Lisbon, Sporting Lisbon 2-1. They went down and they quickly equalized. And in the last few minutes of the game, a shot from Trincao and then a header that took them all the way. Like, they just lost 2-1. And this is their second loss of this Champions League phase. And I think PSG are having a weird season. Maybe it's because they played so many games last season. Maybe it's because of all the other matches that they've had to play. But they're also not even first in League One right now. They're currently second behind Lens. So you have to say that it's not been their best season. Like, it really has not been their best season, and they have a lot that they need to improve on. Like, it is normal for them to be first in Serie A. No, not Serie A, in League One. Like, they should be first, and usually there's a point gap between whoever is second in the league and them. But right now, the fact that they are not even first, they are not even first in League One. That is absolutely shocking in my opinion. But altogether, like, happy for Lisbon as well. Like, this is another good win for them. Apparently, I heard something about them winning 7 of their last 8 home games against French sides. So for maybe Sporting Lisbon fans, this was not really a shocker. But when you look at the grand scheme of things and where PSG are, what PSG are supposed to be doing, the fact that they're losing 2-1 to Sporting Lisbon is a bad result for them. Like, and I think the kind of club PSG can be, like, there might start to be pressure on Luis Enrique. And, Enrique is looking like he might not even sign with them again, extend his contract. So there's something fishy there. There's something you can look at there. But honestly, like, it's not looking good for PSG right now. They actually might not make the top 8. I think they still will. But because of how tight it is from, like, second to like 15th, it is so tight, and anybody could go in, anybody could go out. So they need to win their final game next week. But there's some other results that happened this week. We've already spoken about City losing 3-1 to Bodo Glimt, which is crazy in my opinion. But Tottenham beat Dortmund. And this is the funny thing with Tottenham, it's like there's so much pressure on Thomas Frank, and then I just knew it from the beginning. I just felt that there was going to be a win for them today, and they won 2-0. Yeah, there was a red card for Dortmund as well, but, like, I just felt that I don't know. I find it very funny that a lot of times when people's jobs are on the line, they just tend to find a way to get the result. I hear that Arne Slot's job could be on the line. As a Liverpool fan, I don't mind hearing that, honestly. But I won't be shocked if we beat Marseille tomorrow. I don't think we will, based on how we're playing, how well Marseille are playing. But I wouldn't be shocked if we suddenly just find a way to beat them. It happened against Inter as well. I mean, Inter were fantastic, and then we were playing rubbish, and somehow we go to the San Siro and beat them. So these are the things that are so funny about football. But also Olympiacos, who saw this one coming? They beat Leverkusen 2-0. That is quite an upset, if I'm being honest. But, I mean, those are the main games I'm going to talk about. I mean, Napoli drew with Copenhagen. Like, I don't know what's going on with Napoli, but they're not playing so well. But altogether, what a Champions League night. We're going to be back again tomorrow, watching all the games and seeing what's there for us to talk about. But I really like this format of the Champions League. I know a lot of people did not like it initially, but I'll just say that this is a very interesting way of going about things. And let's all be open to change. Yes, the only problem I have with it is that there are more games and players are tired. Players are playing so many games. And there's the argument that, yes, like, they're being paid well, but, bro, they are literally putting their bodies on the line, and they will get injured. And being injured is not cool. Yes, people will still say, yes, they have money and they're injured, but still, I think everybody wants to do their job the way they like it. And I think everybody wants to play football. And when they're playing too many games, it's not healthy for them. So, I mean, that's the only drawback I have for this Champions League format. But a fantastic return of the Champions League. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's own. Please like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. I really appreciate all the support I'm getting. I'm starting to see numbers that I did not expect to see at this time. So thank you so much for all the support. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.